Hello everybody, my name is Robbie Wideman and this is the final project for the 2026 Spring CodePath WEB-102 Intermediate Web Development course. This is my project. It's a hobby hub is what the actual project is supposed to be themed around. We got kind of wide rein with it. I've been a couple rules. But this is going to be that project and I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. I spent, I'd say over 24, 25, maybe 30 hours this week, just kind of between kind of planning this out and putting it into production and getting it synced up with all its tables and stuff over on Supabase and deploying through Vercel. So let's get going. The following required functionality is completed. The web app includes a create form that allows the user to create posts. This form requires users to add a post title. Form should have the option for users to add additional text content, an image added as an external image URL. You can see I'm already signed into Wideman Leatherworks. I have the admin tag because I have admin level privileges with this account. Here's our create a post button. Let's do it. Live test. You're going to see a whole combination of a bunch of different stuff on here, just so you know. You could choose a bench, which is like a subreddit. So that tells us this is the page it goes to, right? Post type. This will give you tags. So we're going to say a showcase. So let's do showcase, right? So a showcase in this case is going to be like we're showing off pictures. Check this out. So you can enter an image URL, but as part of the extras, I made it so you can choose a file. And we're just going to add this random picture from one of my leather projects here. Boom. And you can also do video URLs. I'll show you that later. And you can reference another post right there. Post to the bench. So posting to the bench means post to the subreddit. Oh, check it out. Excuse me. Now we have it. The web app includes a home feed displaying previously created posts. Let's go back to our homepage here. Or we can go back to the bench. The web app must include a home feed displaying previously created posts. By default, each post on the post feed should show only the post creation time, title, uploads count, and clicking on a post should direct the user to a new page for the selected post. So you got to kind of go down here a little bit to mine, but here is that feed and all these different ones that I've done through a couple fake user accounts I made up for the demos. So here's our live test. You'll see that it has the bench it goes under, right, which is the subreddit. The tag, what kind of post is this? Here's your date and time. And posted by the username and there it goes to our next one. And then when you click it, you go to that individual page with its own little individual unique identifier. What do I got going on here? Oh, that was where I was recorded the previous demo. That went way too long. So here we are with this picture. Where are we at here? I added a couple extra things onto what gets displayed because this is what I think people would want to see. Just like when you're browsing the front page of your Reddit account and you want to see like, okay, what subreddit is this from, right? The web app includes right there. So users can view posts in different ways. Users can sort posts either by creation time, upvote counts, and or by title, right? So guess what? I did it all. Search by post. Let's say we're looking for veg tan leather. I know there's only one here, but veg tan, right? So veg tan, for if you're wondering, is a specific type of leather that's used for tooling. It's tanned with natural vegetable products and stuff like that. You could sort by newest, first, or most all yeahs. You're probably wondering what's an all yeah. That's an all yeah. It's an upvote. And the sky down is a downvote. You can also sort by types. Generals. Well, what's newest first? General question. Excuse me. I'm still fighting a cold. But all the different ones. You can go look at it and all media. So let's say we want to say all types and I want to see something with a video on it, right? Well, I've only got one video posted. What about images? These all have an image attached, even though it's hard to see that one. And they're all thumbnailed, right? So there we go on that. Now, the next step is users can interact with each post in different ways. The app includes a separate post page for each created post when clicked, where any additional information is shown, including content, image, and comments. Users can leave comments underneath the post on the post page. Each post includes an upvote button on the post page. Further, it says that each click increases the post upvotes count by 1. And now it says users can upvote any post any number of times. However, I'm not a believer in that. I am a firm believer that in forums with upvotes and downvotes that users should only get to vote once in either direction or choose not to vote and or change their vote. Therefore, because this is my app, it's only going to allow users to vote once. I also believe that if you allow upvotes, there should be the choice of downvotes, and so my project reflects that. So what's that mean? That means that if I give this an all yeah, and I go, wait a minute, I don't really care about that post, I can unclick it, and the count returns to normal. If I click an all yeah, and I go, oh man, that thing's ugly, or whatever my opinion is, or I think it's like, let's say it's like it was like a spam bot posting something, you could click Skive down, which is a downvote. And I haven't got any sorting logic for like if something gets buried, like in downvotes, that it, you know, just drops off the front page or anything. I don't have that yet. That's a little more in depth than what I did. But you can click that. It takes away your all yeah. Also, if you click, like, you know what, I'm kind of neutral. I don't want to vote. There you go. Click it again. It's gone. So there you have that. But let's look at the separate page. But before we do that, so let's see. We're in my main account here. Logged in as an admin. We have no notifications, but let's go over to, why do I have so many different ones pulled up? That one's not logged in. This one is logged in. That's not important. So what we're going to do here is we're going to log in. We're going to pick out Clara, fake account I created for the demo purposes here, one of them. And we're going to log in as Clara. Now, if you'll notice, we are in the Midnight Workshop drop down. We'll get to this here in a second, but what that is that's the default when it's a new browser visiting something. That is the default theme. Login. Now you notice that it didn't do anything because it looks like we didn't log in, and I still haven't figured this part out, but I think it's just a delay between Supabase and the website. Hit F5, you're logged in, but check it out. Clara's got a notification because at some point, I don't know, when I was doing the other video that was too long, I commented on it as part of it, and it shows that someone commented on your post, no but cover layout. They can click on that, they can go there. Awesome, right? But where we want to leave a comment. So I already showed you that. Why is it not? Okay. It wasn't clearing the notification. It was kind of bugging me. So I already showed you that my main account, Wideman Leatherworks, doesn't have any upvotes. Let's give it an all yeah. We'll click on it. We'll go on nice work because I like to give myself positive reinforcement. Stamp comment. I use stamp comment instead of submit because like you stamp your leather a lot of times, or you can hand tool it. This is all stamped. But anyway, so nice work. Stamped by Clara Hawthorne. Now, let's go over here. Nothing shows up immediately because that part's not dynamic. But if you hit F5 or they go and they click into a different post or they log in for the first time for the day, they will see that somebody also has commented on their post. They go down, they can check it out. That's weird. It gave me a count of 0 here. Well, -1. What is going on? Well, I got a little bit of logistics there. It works on the front page. F5. Okay. F5. F5. Well, anyway, it's not that part's not properly working. I apologize. But anyway, they can technically vote, and I think it wouldn't really matter if we weren't on the same machine going back and forth. I think it would potentially upload or an update properly. So users can, or we already did that, users can interact. Where do we go? We went to comments. So one thing I also want to show you is something I built in here. It's an extra, we'll get to it. All right, so let's go. A post that a user previously created can be edited or deleted from its post pages. So we're on Clara's account. She's not a moderator. She's just a regular user. You'll notice there's no edit buttons here. Let's go back to her profile page, and this is what it builds automatically. It won't aggregate all their stuff. And then let's see, thread for everyday size wallets, right? So you can come back here. We can edit this. We can say edit. Yes, edit. Because I'm not very creative right now. Save changes. When we come back, we can see, oh, I didn't get the T in there. Edit. And then you can see, yes, edit. But what happens? Can we delete the post? Yes, she can delete her own post. So, real quick, before we go there, this one's called Best Thread Size, and we remember that we got it from her account. So, we go back to the main page when that happens, when we delete something, but that's okay. We come back, we notice that the Best Thread Size is not available now. All right, now we're going to get into the optional stretch features here. Web implements pseudo authentication. Nope. I went full on user accounts housed via the Supabase database for this project. So basically, users can, and then it says users can only edit and delete posts or delete comments from entering the secret key. Their password for their account is their secret key, which is set by the user during post creation. It's not during post creation. Your secret key is designed or added when you create your account. Let's see it. Or upon launching the web app, the user is assigned a random user ID. So you get to pick your username, you get to pick your display name, but technically you're not picking your user ID. That's a long, unique identifier that's stored in Supabase, and it's random. It will be associated with all posts. It is. That's how your name gets tagged to everything here. So when I talk about user accounts and authentication, so let's log out. So let's register an account. We'll call it test at Wideman Leather.works. The username can be temp, or let's make it test, I guess, right? Test.account. So because we don't like spaces in our usernames. Display name though can be test account, just like that. Like you can use a space. Simple password. We're just gonna say password. Now, one thing I don't have when you create your image is the ability to upload an image. You can add a profile image URL and it will work. And you can also do this. So let's say we wanted to add a social link and we just want to say, oh, you got to use HTTPS on these, by the way, or HTTP, whatever the protocol is. LinkedIn.com / Robbie Wideman. That's mine, but it'll work for this test. Now, you notice I put this on just this link in here. Password must be at least characters. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot to set complexity. This one will work because this is what I based that off of. Create account. Okay, now you gotta log in. So here, we're going to test at widemanleather.works. And simple yet somewhat complex. And again, you have to hit F5 because it's the first time we've came in as test account. We get this option. Now we can also adjust to these different backgrounds, which is something we'll talk about in a second if we haven't talked about it yet. Let's say we want to add our picture. We go back here. Now I can choose a file. I can pick a random picture, and I can click Save Profile. Excuse me. Oh yeah. By the way, when you put in a link for a regular social site, whether it's LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, it will show their logo. If it's a regular website, it's going to say website. But you can see now that the avatar is taken care of. Now let me show you. Let's say we put in https:// forum Wideman leather.works. By the way, this is my thing here. And now it's just a plain old website. It takes us there. LinkedIn.com takes you, well, it tells you to sign up. But, because we're in incognito. So there's my version of authentication. It is swerved. It is served via the authentication section of the Supabase project. Users can repost a previous post by referencing its post ID on the page of the new post. Users can repost a previous post by referencing the ID on the post of the new post. The reference post is displayed and linked, creating a thread. So let's switch back over to the test site. We're going to go back to the main bench here. We're going to go down here. We're going to find our video one. By the way, the video stays embedded and it plays. This is funny because it's one of my other ones. So bench ID. So this is kind of like the prefix or the short version of it. That's not what you're going to use to reference it. You click copy UUID. That copies you a very long UUID that's assigned when the poster posts. So go back to the main page. We're going to create a post. We're going to call it test 2. Showcase general. That's fine. Let's test reposting. Basically, this is our version of reposting here. We're not going to add anything, but down here in reference post ID, there's the long version that we just copied by clicking the button, post to the bench. Now you will see that here's the let's test reposting test 2, but here is the referenced post of the video test. Cool. All right. Users can customize the interface. We already showed you that. You can go through, sorry about the voice crack there, I'm dealing with cold. You can switch and it saves this to your user profile. As you click it, it automatically updates it in Supabase. Let's see. Users can add more characters to their post or characteristics to their post. So let's say, what? Users can share and view web videos. So this is a web video. So what I did is when I posted this, I got to be into the Wideman Leatherworks because Wideman Leatherworks posted that one. So let's go here. We'll click on this. It'll take you to whatever post you're going to. Here we go. And now I can edit post, right? So what I did is I came back through. And so we already have the video uploaded, but I can actually add an additional photo to this if I want to. I believe this is going to work. I hope I did this right. I haven't tested this out yet. Save changes. Oh, yeah, it did work. Not quite. I was hoping that I was going to keep this on top, but that's okay. But so now we get the modal with the picture, all that cool stuff. And we already talked about the flags, I believe. So like when you create your post, you can set the different flags. The flags show up down here as like showcase or general or pattern. Sorry. Excuse me. Users can filter posts by flags on the home feed. You sure can. So the flag is a type opinion. There you go. These are all opinions. And let's see. Users can upload images directly from their local machine as an image file. Did I show you one that I think we kind of did? Let's show images. Images. Test. Choose files. Here we go. 5 files. You can load up to 6 on this one. That's the way I set it up. Post the batch. Or post the bench. I can't read either, even though I wrote this. It takes a little bit sometimes. They show up. Here you go. I got it so you can cycle through everything. Yay. And if you click it, the modal pops out. You can cycle through it and see the bigger photos. Now, here's the cool part, guys. You know me, I like to have different ways to get out of pop-outs, right? So you can either click X, boom. You can click outside of it, boom. Or my favorite, you can tap escape, and you're gone. All right. Web app displays a loading animation whenever data is being fetched. So I did something special. I made it leather themed. I have it set to the state of burnishing edges, which is a nod to one of the last steps in completing a leather project. I'm going to hit F5 a bunch of times in a row and see if we can catch it. There you go. You can see it right here. It says burnishing edges. Got a little spinner. Sometimes it's brief. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds. That's okay. Now, here's some additional features I have added because I like extra stuff and I'm designing this for production. Users can create their own unique profile stored via the Supabase connection for the project. Users can go back and edit this as they see fit. So let's go over to mine. Excuse me. So you can see here I've got my whole freaking leather thing set up here. Instagram, see, notice it didn't show it as LinkedIn. Website, this is just wide. Oh, this I didn't put form in front of the one I put in, but that's okay. And it's got all this. I can edit my profile. You can customize the crap out of this. We already went over that. Users can have an avatar image. Already showed you that. That's what this is right here. And then on test account, we added this image. Post listings on either the homepage or aggregator on the bench, like a subreddit. A bench is like a subreddit page. Show the user's name, the username and avatar of whoever posted it. I think we've already seen that. Wideman Leatherworks test account. Wideman Leatherworks. Let's go a little further. This was a test one. Why is it set like this? Newest first, all types, all media. F5. Okay. This type is doing a bunch of test posts in a row, I guess. And then you have some of these extra ones that I set up with my fake people down here. Let's see. Post listings on either the homepage. Already went through that. User comments show who made the comment and their avatar next to the username. So let's set up here and let's go find one with a comment. Boom. Wideman Leatherworks posted this. I did it again where I clicked the wrong thing. Let's just click that. We have a comment here. Right. Nice work. Let's put reply. Thanks. Wait, that's it's not gonna make sense, but so test account tweet, right? So now let's say Wideman Leatherworks gets that notification. I don't know if we went over that. They get notifications, only top level notifications. That's right. So what we do know is that Wideman Leatherworks, we're posting on this one with the 2 comments. Let's reply here. I think that was my job because I posted on the wrong account there. So F5 that. Let's see. I'm supposed to be able to collapse this, but oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I was looking for arrow. I ended up not using the arrow. But you can expand the thread. I can collapse the whole thing where it's just mine. Some little extras there. Special roles are used for the site admins and moderators. Word badges show up next to their usernames. Admin here. Now let's go over here and we will log out of the test account. Oop, we don't want to register. We want to log in as Mason. And I have, and Mason is set up with this naval supremacy, but moderator. But if we went settle 10, for Jimber, midnight, see, and moderators have blue. And I don't think I inputted that to where they would have that show up if you looked at their post. I guess we can find out, right? Let's go to Wideman Leatherworks. Oh, yeah, so, well, we did that again. Wideman Leatherworks. So it doesn't show here that Wideman Leatherworks is an admin, but if you click on the profile, they will. Let's see. Users can post multiple photos and or single video URL. Already showed you that. When users have posts with images, clicking on those images, open the model pane, enlarge the image, multiple images. Posts can be cycled through by the viewer. The image gallery modal can be closed by clicking the X in the top right of the modal, clicking out of the modal area, and my favorite, like I said before, tapping on the escape key. When users select their web page theme from the drop-down, the setting is saved in Supabase under their profile and not simply locally. So Mason's normally set to naval supremacy. Let's put him to saddle tan. We're going to come over here to this this browser, which is not the incognito one. We're going to log out of mine, and now we're going to log in as Mason again. Enter, and remember we have to hit F5. Saltan. There we go. But I can go over here and I can change it back to naval supremacy. Come over here. Let's see if the update is that quick. Sure is. All right. Let's see. When users select a web page theme from the drop down. Oh yeah, we just said that. I keep doing that. Sorry. Users can upvote or downvote posts like I talked about earlier, but each user can only have one active vote per post. Votes can be changed or removed. Post cards, which are the cards that show up, show the image or video thumbnails on the homepage, home feed, and bench pages. So let's see. Well, we see that they're here on the homepage. Let's look at the bench page. Did I not? Well, I guess I'm going to have to adjust that one. So, yeah. Excuse me. They don't show up on the bench page. They're just going to show up on the home page. So, there we go. I just adjusted the README file. YouTube links are embedded directly into the posts. Let's go down. Let's find where's the YouTube video? Did I delete it? Excuse me. My voice is cracking. News first. Media type video. Oh, it's because it's not shown as the primary yet. So they're embedded.
Hello, everybody.
They play right there. You can kind of hear my voice in the background, but there we go. Posts can be reference another post and display a link referenced post card. So we've already shown you that, I believe, right? Well, let's make sure. Sure. Let's go back to the main page here. We're going to create a post. We're going to say test, and we're going to link it here. Yep, there we go. Each post has a branded bench ID with copyable full UUID. We already showed you that. Here's the branded, and here's the copyable full UUID. Showcase is SCS, Silent Pony is SPY, Draft Desk is DSK, Tool Rack is TLR, and let's see, Tannery is TNY, and Scrap Bin is SCP. Users can also add the social links. Where I showed you that. Users can edit their post galleries by adding, removing, or reordering images. Showed you that. Let's see, row level security policies protect posts, comments, profiles, votes, and storage uploads. So basically only people or that made the post or moderators or administrators can do anything with posts. Users can comment on other comments. Where it shows you that. Posters will be notified. Showed you that with a little icon. And let's see, users can collapse. Showed you the levels of the posts. Shows you that one. And let's see, configure production hosting on Vercel. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to go through because my time is almost back to where it was before. I configured production hosting on Vercel with custom domain integration, including DNS, CNAME verification and subdomain, routing forum.widemanleather.works. So, again, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this one went on so long, especially with my voice going like it is. But my video might not be too cohesive, but I think that it's a good start on this. It's not something I'd be quite ready to share as like, oh guys, look at what I made, right? Excuse me. But it's something that's close. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Robbie Wideman from the WEB-102 Intermediate Web Development, CodePath Spring 2026. And this is the final project. Take care now. Bye-bye then.